What happens when a basketball prodigy's temper overshadows her talent? Chennedy Carter was once the WNBA's next big thing, a scoring machine with a chip on her shoulder and a future that seemed unstoppable. But after a shocking clash with Caitlin Clark and a string of controversies, she's out of the WNBA and starting over in Mexico. Is this the end of her story, or just a detour? Today, we're diving into Carter's meteoric rise, her dramatic fall, and the move that's got everyone talking. Let's get into it. Chennedy Carter burst onto the scene like a comet. Born in Mansfield, Texas, she was a hoops phenom by high school, idolizing Allen Iverson and training relentlessly with her dad, Broderick. Picture her dribbling a tennis ball on grass, rain or shine, to sharpen her handles. By 2017, she was a McDonald's All-American, the number 6 prospect in the nation, and led Timberview High to a 70-4 record in her final 2 years. At Texas A&M, she became the first Aggie to earn All-American honors 3 years straight, averaging over 20 points a game. In 2020, the Atlanta Dream snatched her up as the 4th overall pick in the WNBA draft, the highest draft slot in Texas A&M history. Her rookie season? Electric. She dropped 35 points against Seattle, becoming the youngest player ever to hit 30 in a WNBA game. Carter was named to the All-Rookie team, and analysts pegged her as a future star. But something was brewing beneath the surface. Trouble found Carter early. In 2021, her second season with Atlanta, the Dream hit her with a bombshell, an indefinite suspension for conduct detrimental to the team. What happened? Details are murky, but reports point to a heated argument with teammate Courtney Williams. Apparently, Williams urged Carter to support her teammates from the bench, and things spiraled. Carter allegedly challenged Williams to a fight post-game, though no punches were thrown. The Dream didn't just bench her, they sent a message. This wasn't a timeout, it was a warning. Atlanta traded her to the Los Angeles Sparks for 2022, hoping a fresh start would tame her fire. And that was just the beginning of her troubles. In Los Angeles, Carter's talent still shone, but her minutes didn't. She averaged 14.6 points across her career on an impressive 47.3% shooting, yet the Sparks coaching staff slashed her playing time. Why? Whispers of poor conduct surfaced again. Coaches prioritized team harmony over her scoring bursts, a polite way of saying she was causing headaches. By 2023, Carter was out of the WNBA entirely, clearing waivers with no team willing to take a chance. She pivoted overseas, first to Turkey's Bursa, where she averaged 24.1 points, then to China's WCBA, where she dominated as the league's leading scorer with 28.9 points per game. In 2024, she joined Wuhan Shengfan, dropping 31.4 points a night and even notching a triple-double. 33 points, 17 rebounds, 10 assists. Carter was proving she could ball anywhere. The Chicago Sky took notice, signing her for the 2024 season under coach Teresa Weatherspoon. It felt like her comeback. But one moment in 2024 would change everything. June 1st, 2024. Chicago Sky versus Indiana Fever. A tight game, 71-70, Fever on top. Tensions were high, but no one expected what came next. As the Sky transitioned after a basket, Chennedy Carter and rookie sensation Caitlin Clark crossed paths. It looked routine, until Carter veered sharply. In a split second, she delivered a hip check that sent Clark crashing to the hardwood. The arena gasped. Commentators fumbled for words. "What was that?" echoed through the crowd. Referees called a foul, initially ruling it a standard away from the ball contact. Social media erupted, with fans dissecting every frame. The next day, the WNBA upgraded it to a flagrant 1, confirming it wasn't a basketball play. It was deliberate. Adding fuel, Sky teammate Angel Reese was caught clapping on the sidelines, later hugging Carter. Clark, the league's golden rookie and 2024 Rookie of the Year, was a lightning rod for attention, and Carter's hit became a cultural flashpoint. Was it jealousy? A rookie hazing? The questions piled up, Her next move would make things even worse. Post-game, Carter had a chance to douse the flames. Reporters handed her the mic, ready for an explanation, maybe an apology. Instead, she lit a match. "I ain't answering no Caitlin Clark questions," she snapped, shutting down the press conference. Those 7 words exploded across sports. Media. Analysts who might have chalked the foul up to competitive fire now questioned her character. Clark, by contrast, stayed cool. "It's a physical game. Emotions get the best of you. It happens." Her poise only magnified Carter's defiance. The narrative shifted from a bad play to a deeper issue: Carter's refusal to own it. For nearly a year, she stayed silent, until April 2025, when she joined controversial streamer N3On for an interview. Her take? The foul was just a light tap. She claimed Clark might have elbowed her earlier, and words were exchanged. "It's basketball," she said, comparing it to NBA players shoving LeBron James. Fans weren't buying it. Clips of the hip check, showing Carter's deliberate pivot, flooded X, with users calling her explanation laughable. The WNBA was watching, and they weren't impressed. Carter's 2024 season was her best yet. She led the Sky with 17.5 points per game, shooting 50% from the field, and played a career-high 33 games. She was Chicago's offensive engine, a pure scoring guard who could light up any defense. Yet when her one-year deal expired, the Sky didn't offer a new contract. Not a qualifying offer, not a trade, nothing. Their leading scorer walked away for free. Why? Locker room tension had reportedly boiled over. Teammates and coaches bristled at her post-Clark comments, seeing them as a slap to team unity. The WNBA's other 11 teams? Silent. No offers, no tryouts. One anonymous GM reportedly said, "We won't touch her with a 10-foot pole." Rumors swirled on X that Carter was blacklisted, her temper outweighing her talent. At 26, with MVP-level play in China, she should have been a hot commodity. Instead, she was untouchable. So where does a star like Carter go next? In April 2025, Carter made her move. She signed with Adelitas de Chihuahua in Mexico's Liga Nacional de Baloncesto Profesional Femenil, LNBPF. The team, a 2024 finalist, with the league's best regular season record, hyped her arrival on Instagram, touting her as a game-changer. She's not alone. Former Fever guard Victoria Vivians, who played 6 WNBA seasons, joined too. For Carter, Mexico is a chance to keep balling, likely dominating a less competitive league. But it's also a step down. The LNBPF lacks the WNBA's spotlight, salaries, and prestige. Posts on X buzzed with mixed reactions. Some fans cheered her fresh start, others saw it as proof she'd burned every bridge in the WNBA. Could she become a star in Mexico? No doubt. Her talent's undeniable. But is this really the end of her WNBA dreams? Chennedy Carter's story is a paradox. A player with Hall of Fame potential, derailed by her own choices. From Atlanta to Los Angeles to Chicago, her scoring prowess was never in question, but her temper and defiance cast a long shadow. The Caitlin Clark incident wasn't just a foul, it was a tipping point, amplifying a reputation that made her radioactive to WNBA executives. Now in Mexico, she's got a chance to rewrite her narrative, but the clock's ticking. At 26, she's young enough to return, but only if she can show the maturity the WNBA demands. The league's evolving, with stricter standards and a culture that values chemistry as much as buckets. Meanwhile, Clark's soaring, driving record-breaking viewership and jersey sales. The contrast is stark. Can Carter turn her fire into focus and claw her way back? Or is Mexico her new reality? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Does she deserve another shot, or did she dig her own grave? Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's keep the conversation going.